Once again, good morning, Kabanat. This is Sir V. So let's continue with our OB review. Okay? Okay. Wait lang po. Ayan lang natin. So once again, this is the uterus, fallopian ovaries, cervix, of the vaginal canal. Okay? So for example, the ovulated, once the woman ovulated, the fimbriae will catch the release egg cell. Tama po ba? Tama. And the egg cell will stay in the fallopian tube how many days? 1 to 2 days. Okay, when the sperm cells arrive ang mga sperm cells, okay, at nagkaroon ng fertilization, bakit wala? Yon, medyo naghang ng konti. Ulitin natin. When the woman ovulated, okay, and then the fimbriae catch the release egg cell, the sperms get inside the fallopian tube, there will be fertilization. Anong sabi natin? Once fertilization occurred, the fertilized egg stays in the fallopian tube 3 to 4 days. After 3 to 4 days, tataas ang estrogen, encourage contraction. Ang fallopian tube may cilia o wala? May cilia. Okay? Pag nagkaroon ng cilia, magkakaroon ng wave-like motion ng fallopian tube, gagalaw ang cilia, propelling, pushing the fertilized egg to go back inside the uterus for implantation. And the movement of the fertilized egg after staying dito ng 3 to 4 days will take another 3 to 4 days. Kaya sabi natin, implantation will happen how many days after fertilization? 3 plus 3, 6, 4 plus 4, 8, average 7, maximum 10 days. Okay? So 7 to 10 days, implantation will happen. Pag nagkaroon ng implantation, mas tataas ang progesterone. Bakit? Very good. Because progesterone prevents uterine contraction, and progesterone provides nourishment. Paano siya magpo-provide ng nourishment? Ang sabi natin in the menstrual cycle, pag tumaas ang progesterone, dadami ang temporary capillaries, increase vascularity in the endometrium, tataas ang and tataas ang water and amino supply. Okay? Nourishing the products of conception, TOC. Yes or no? Thumbs up kung nakuha. Very good. Okay. Very good. May faculty ba nandito naka-sit in? Okay lang naman mag-sit in ng faculty, pero yung style ko ha, akin yun ha. Peg how you LPC. Kung gagamitin niyo man po sa review ha, paki-mention yung pangalan ko ha. Adapted from Sir V. Okay? Courtesy is the key. Respect is the key. Tama po ba? Okay. Nasa na po tayo? Okay. Now, after implantation, always remember, okay, ito yan. Okay. What do you call the innermost lining of an unpregnant uterus? Ano ang tawag sa innermost lining of an unpregnant uterus? Anong tawag dito? Endometrium. Okay, you call that as endometrium. Now, after implantation, pa-admit po, after implantation, endometrium is no longer called endometrium. Anong tawag sa endometrium pag nagkaroon ng implantation? Kabanatuan. Ano ang tawag doon? Letter D. Letter D. You call that as decidua. Ulitin mo. Very good. Decidua of the pregnancy. Okay? At tatlong klase ang decidua. Decidua salis. Decidua capsularis. Okay? Decidua capsularis, and you have the Decidua vera. Basalis capsularis vera. Kung saan nag-implant, yun ang basalis. Because basalis came from the word base. So ilalim siya. Halimbawa, dito nag-implant. Kaya tawag dyan, basalis. The one that partially covers it, capsularis, and the remaining part will be the vera. Okay? Anong sabi natin last week? The site of implantation is the site of placental development. Yes or no? Yes. The site of implantation is the site of placental development. Kaya kung dito naging plant, ang tawag decidua basalis. Kung dito naging plant, ang tawag decidua basalis. Okay? Because decidua basalis plus chorionic villi equals development of what? Placenta. Very good. Okay? Placenta. Ang tanong po natin ay, what are the two ingredients in the development of the placenta? Decidua basalis and chorionic villi. Decidua basalis and you have the chorionic villi. Nagkakaintindihan po. Okay. Very good. Okay. Clear tayo ha? Clear. Okay. Now, punta tayo ng prenatal checkup. Let's proceed now with the PNC. Prenatal checkup. So what do you mean by prenatal checkup? This is a regular, monthly, or scheduled checkup that the pregnant woman must undergo. So what is our concept about prenatal checkup? Pa-admit naman po. Ay, meron ba? Sorry po, wala. Okay, prenatal checkup. The concept is, it must be what? Facility-based checkup. Okay? Facility-based checkup. Napag-usapan na natin yan last week. Manned by qualified and trained personnel. Okay? Minimum requirement. Okay, minimum check-up saan? Health center. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, now, tinanong po natin. Okay? Question. Okay, what are the components of the prenatal check-up? Number one, history taking. Okay, number one, history taking. Under the history taking, number one, we have your biological or demographic profile of the client. Biological. Okay, biological or demographic profile of the client. Okay, under biological or demographic profile of the client, what are the different components? Okay, number one, okay, letter A. Now, letter A, we have the age. Letter have the height. Letter C, we have the weight. Okay. Of course, kasama dyan ang important details such as name, address, okay, etc., etc. Pero ang top 3 important things dito under biological factors will be the age, the height, and the weight. Okay? The age, the height, and the weight. Yes or no? Yes. What age is considered to be at risk if the woman gets pregnant? Below 18 and above 35. How about the height? If the height when she gets pregnant is below 5 feet tall, how about the weight? Pre-pregnant weight. Pre-pregnant, bago magbuntis. Okay? If the pre-pregnant weight is below 90 pounds or if the pre-pregnant weight is already above 150 pounds. Risk factor yan. Okay? Why? Number one. Okay? Number one. Which one is more related to age? Hypertension or diabetes? Hypertension or diabetes? What do you think, Kabanatuan? Hypertension or diabetes? Related to age. You can answer in the chat box. Ano sa tingin nyo? Related to age, hypertension or diabetes? Laging ba ako? Naglalag ako? The answer is hypertension. Okay, hypertension. Okay po ba ang aking signal?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So the answer is hypertension. Very good. Okay. Kaya meron kang tinatawag na teenage pregnancy. Common yan among preemie, gravida, young. Preemie, gravida, and young. Multipara, above 35. Okay, multipara, above 35. Now, ano po ang problema if there will be hypertension? Okay, pag meron kang hypertension, meron kang vasoconstriction. Okay? Pag nagkaroon ng vasoconstriction, kumusta ang supply of oxygen nourishment to the baby? High or low? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, high or low? Nagkaroon ng hypertension, kumusta ang supply of nourishment and oxygen to the baby? The answer will be correct, low. Okay, can that affect the baby? Yes. Okay, the growth of the baby will be affected. Magkakaroon ng IUGR. What is IUGR? Intrauterine growth restriction. Dati retardation. Okay, pero hindi naman lahat ng passive glycogen will have retarded baby. Low IQ. Okay? So, IUGR, intrauterine growth restriction, therefore that will affect the size of the baby. The baby will become an SGA baby. Yes or no? Yes. What do you mean by SGA? Small for gestational age baby. Okay? Small for gestational age baby. Okay, tinanong ka sa board exam. Okay? What's the normal birth weight? What's the normal birth weight? Okay, the normal birth weight is, okay, 2.5 kilos to 4 kilos, an average of 3. 2.5 to 4 kilos, an average of 3. Pag below 2.5, SGA, above 4 kilos, LGA. Okay? And what is the normal birth length? Okay, normal birth length. Okay, the normal birth length is 47 to 54 centimeters. 47 to 54 centimeters. Badminton lang po sa waiting room. Okay. 47 to 54. Nagkakaintindihan tayo. Okay. Clear tayo ha? Clear. Okay. Now, next po natin, height. What height is considered to be at risk for the woman to get pregnant? Less than 5 feet tall. Bakit less than 5 feet tall? Okay. Pag less than 5 feet tall, anong possible problem? The possible problem, maliliit ang kanyang bone structure. Okay? Kung maliit ang kanyang bone structure, therefore, what particular bone is very, very important?
Ay, pa ni Tita Eni. Kung magtitinda si Tita Kanti at hindi
Important in
magbabawi siya.
pregnancy, labor and delivery. Call this. Magkakaroon po siya ng small pelvic bone. Okay. So, ano possible problem? Pag nagkaroon ng small pelvic bone, the possible problem will be
Sir, nawawala po kayo.
oo nga nakita ko nga naglalag ako. Wait lang ha, tawagan ko lang yung aking internet provider. I'm lagging, baka may problema. Wait lang. Hello sir, good morning po. May problema po ba sa ating connection? Naka-red ba? Hindi ko makita Naglalag ako nagko-online class ako. Okay, pa-check na lang po. Okay, thank you. Di ba? May direct access. Natatawagan ng provider. Okay? Nasa na tayo? Okay. So, pag maikli ang height ng pasyente, small siya, meron tendency magkaroon ng small pelvis. Okay? Small pelvis. Na ang tanong, Pag nagkaroon ng small pelvis, maaaring hindi magkasya yung ulo ng baby. Anong problema? CPD. What is CPD? Cephalopelvic disproportion. Okay? There will be cephalopelvic disproportion. Kaya kung hindi kasya ang ulo sa pelvic bone, there will be what? Possibility of cesarean section. So ang tanong ngayon ay, the question is, can a pregnant woman undergo X-ray during pregnancy? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Can a pregnant woman undergo X-ray during pregnancy? Yes or no? What is the answer? Okay. The answer is yes. She can undergo X-ray during pregnancy. Pwede po. What particular X-ray? We have your X-ray pelvimetry. Okay. X-ray pelvimetry. Okay. Pwede po yan. So ang tanong sa board exam, when is the best time to undergo X-ray pelvimetry? First trimester, second trimester, or third trimester? Okay. Wait lang po. Hello, sir. Sige po. Sir, mga ano po, after 1.5 hours. Okay po. Sige po. Sige po. Thank you. Di ba? Nasunod pa ako sa schedule. Kung kailan niya, inilipat na modem daw. Okay. Nasaan na tayo? Okay. So, ang tanong ay, ulit, kailan dapat ang X-ray pelvimetry? First trimester, second trimester, or third trimester? Never on the first trimester. Kasi ang first trimester, organogenesis. Tama? Organogenesis. Very good, Katrina. The answer is on the third trimester of pregnancy. Common board exam answer. When is the best time to undergo X-ray pelvimetry? 2 weeks before EDC. Okay? 2 weeks before EDC. The best time to undergo X-ray pelvimetry. 2 weeks before EDC. Nagkakaintindihan tayo. Okay. Good. Okay. Next natin. Wait. What pre-pregnant weight, okay, are risk factors for the woman to get pregnant? Okay. Below 90 and above 150 pounds. Okay. Why below 90? Example na natin, siya ay 80 pounds tapos 5'6". Matangkad na payat. Okay? Anong pwede mangyari kay buntis? Okay? Pag nagbuntis siya, she can develop anemia. Si Mrs. naman, bago pang pagbuntis, 270 na. Okay? 200 pounds na siya. Pag nagbuntis, tataas pa ang timbang. Pwede na magkaroon siya ng diabetes during pregnancy. And what is the effect pag nagkaroon ng anemia during pregnancy? SGA, LGA, the answer is SGA. Very good. Okay. And then diabetes, LGA. Diabetes, LGA. Nagkakaintindihan tayo. Now, ang tanong po natin ay, we have to monitor weight gain. Okay. Unang tanong, what is the normal weight gain of the pregnant woman during pregnancy? Weight gain during pregnancy. The answer is 24 to 30 pounds, maximum of 35, an average of 27. Okay? So ulitin natin, the weight gain during pregnancy is 24 to 35, an average maximum 24 to 30, maximum of 35, an average of 27 pounds. Okay? So ang tanong natin ay, which one should be monitored? Total weight gain or pattern of weight gain? Anong dapat namin monitor? Total, T, or P, pattern of weight gain? Total or pattern? Ano po sa tingin nyo ang dapat nating monitor kay buntis? Total, T, or P, pattern? Best answer? Pattern. Sophia, very good. The best answer is pattern of weight gain. Ano ba ang pattern of weight gain? Ito ang pattern of weight gain. First trimester, second trimester, third trimester. Okay? On the first trimester, the woman's weight during pregnancy Weight gain during pregnancy is at least 1 pound per month. Okay? 1 pound per month. Second trimester, okay, 1 pound per week, 1 pound per week. Oh. Kaya after the woman completed the first trimester, how much weight is gained? About second trimester. Okay? Ilang pounds ang nagain niya ng second trimester? Fourth, fifth, sixth month of pregnancy. 3 months, 4 weeks in 1 month, 4 times 3, 1 is to 1, 12 pounds. Also, 12 pounds. Okay, total natin, 12 plus 12, 24 plus 3, 27 is the average. Yes or no? Yes. Okay? Yes. Kuha. Practice. Practice tayo. Madaling tandaan, first try, 1 pound per month. Second and third, 1 pound per week. Okay? Kaya 3, 12, 12, total 27 average. Okay. The pre-pregnant weight, okay, the pre-pregnant weight of the woman is 110 pounds. After completing the first try, ilang pounds na siya dapat? Ilang pounds na siya dapat? Correct. 113, Jason. Okay, very good. After she completed the 5th month, 113. After she completed the 5th month, ilang pounds na dapat siya? Ilang pounds na dapat siya? After completing the 5th month, ilang pounds na dapat siya? Correct, Bernadette, Lady Bernadette, 121. Bakit nag 121? Kasi nakompleto lang niya 4th month. So this is 4 month, 4 pounds. Nakompleto niya 5th month. So add mo lang yan, 8. Okay, answer 121. Okay? 121. Ano madalas hinahanap natin? Okay? Ano madalas hinahanap natin sa pattern ng weight gain? Sudden weight loss or sudden weight gain? Anong mas madalas mangyari? Sudden weight loss or sudden weight gain? Sudden weight gain. So for example, 5th month, I'm sorry. So for example, dapat 5th month, ang kanyang timbang ay 121. Pero 5th month, siya ay nag 127. Ilang pounds ang excess? Ang dami, 6 pounds ang excess. Okay, yan yung tinatawag na sudden weight gain. Naku, misis, dapat 121 ka lang ngayon, eh ikaw yung nag 127. So excess ka ng 6 pounds, marami-rami yun. Okay? So, sudden weight gain. And what is the number one cause of sudden weight gain? What is the number one cause of sudden weight gain? Very good. Fluid retention. Meron siyang edema. Correct? And what is the most common cause of edema during pregnancy? Hypertension. Kaya check the BP. Saan parte ng katawan ni Mrs. Ka unang titingin ng manas? Saan parte ng katawan ni Mrs. Ka unang titingin ng manas? Titingin ka sa paa. Yes or no? Yes. Lower extremity. Nagkakaintindihan tayo. Okay. Are we clear? Clear po tayo? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Very good. Okay, good. Next natin. So number 1 natin, biological factors. Okay, letter B natin. Letter A, biological factors. Letter B, we have your socio-economic factors. Socio-economic factors. Okay? Under socio-economic factors, number 1, ano yan? Okay, socio-economic factors. Okay? Economic status, socio-economic status of the client. Okay? Siya ba ay poorest of the poor? Poor. Ano ba ang susunod? Meron pa eh. Maraming category yan eh. Okay? At kadalasan sa atin, tayo ay nasa ano? Okay? Middle class. Correct? Okay. Naku, maraming issue tungkol sa mga Meralco bill na yan. Ang dami na kang charges, meron pa nakalagay sa baba, other charges. Pinapa-explain kay attorney, attorney, ano yung other charges? Napakarami ng other charges. Hindi niya na ma-explain ng mabuti. Wala ka naman magagawa. Kung di mo babayaran yung miracle bill mo, puputulan ka ng kuryente. Di ba? Sakal na sakal ang taong bayan. Well, kaya mag-aral na mabuti, makapag-abroad. Yes or no? Yes. Mag-serve na sa bansang Pilipinas kahit sandali, and then mag-abroad. Okay? Ay, nako. Kahit mahal natin ang Pilipinas, minsan ang hirap niyang ipaglaban. Pero keep on fighting. Okay? For the Philippines. Okay, socio-economic factors. So, socio-economic status. Okay? Income. Next. Okay? Kasama dito ang income. Kasama dito ang occupation. Okay? Occupation. Kasi occupation can somehow affect the pregnancy. Kung ikaw ay laging nakatayo, teacher, reviewer, SG, security guard, sales lady, di ba? Lagi nakatayo. So meron kang varicosities, edema, leg cramps, low back pain. Yes or no? Yes. Okay? And also, that will also affect nutrition. Okay? Nutritional status of the client. Yes or no? Yes. Okay? Lahat yan ay magkakadugtong. They are related with one another. Okay? Basically, it boils down with what? Income. Di ba? Sa mahal ng bilihin ngayon, di ba? Although bumababa na yung presyo ng gasolina, 98 ang V-Power, diesel. 98. Pero still, mataas pa rin yun. Kasi dati 70 plus lang yan, mga 72. 68 to 72. Mahal pa rin. Okay? So sana makabalik na sa dating presyo. Traffic na ulit. Socio-economic status. Okay, example na natin. Okay, income na mag-asawa. Combined monthly income na mag-asawa is 180,000 per month. Aba, pwede na. Okay, pero family of 6. Family of 6. Nanay, tatay, 4 na anak, buntis pa ang nanay. Okay, baka yung 180 mo, sakto na lang siya. Nag-aaral pa lahat. Correct? Okay. Correct. Hindi porke mayaman ka, forever kang mayaman. Minsan, madaling bawiin ng Diyos yan. Minsan naman, wala ka, kinabukasan, milyonaryo ka na, nanalo ka sa loto. Okay? At saka wala yan sa amount ng income. Wala yan sa amount ng income. Ang number one factor dyan ay, how much are you saving? Yung iba nga, lalaki-laki ng sweldo, walang ipon. Yung iba naman, bahagya lang ang sweldo. Pero maraming ipon. Siya pa'y nakakapag-ipon. Yes or no? Yes. You need to be a wise spender. Okay? Unahin ang needs, tsaka na ang wants. Pili lang ang wants. Hindi lahat ng wants ang nauna kaysa sa needs. May mga tao kasi wants muna bago ang need. Okay lang magtuyo araw-araw at isa ka-cellphone naman ako ng iPhone latest. Araw-araw ka nagtuyo. Maya-maya, minamanas ka na. Can you follow? Okay. So, unahin mo na ang needs, tapos satisfy some wants. Ang mahalaga, nag-iipon, nagsisave, and make your money work for you. Sa una, you're working for money. Sa susunod, your money is working for you. Ganon. Investment, passive income. Di ba? Meron nga mga bangko mag-deposit ka ng 100,000 pesos, nakalock in ng 5 years, walang withdrawan yun. Pero kumikita yung 100,000 mo monthly ng 550 to 600 pesos a month. Kikitain ba yan sa bangko? Sa usual, regular savings account? No. Okay? So yung 100,000 mo, monthly meron kang 600. Not bad. Di ba? Not bad. Kung lakihan mo pa yung investment mo. So maraming ganun. Okay? Pag tumatanda ka na, okay, you need to be financially literate. Yun ang kulang sa mga nurses. Financial literacy. Okay? Kaya ako, marami akong insurance. kumpleto na ako sa St. Peter. Pag namatay, may mag-embalsa mo sa akin. Kumpleto na ako sa libingan, memorial lot. Meron na akong 4 na memorial lot, ay 6 para sa pamilya namin. Tapos meron din akong 4 na St. Peter. Hindi ibig sabihin 4 na beses ako mamamatay. Nagamit na yung isa ng panganay namin. Meron pang 3. Siyempre yung akin, naka-reserve sa akin yung isa. Yung 2, bahala na sila kung sino gustong mauna. First come, first serve na lang. Okay. Yes, tapos meron ng life insurance, health insurance, HMO, meron akong BUL, marami ako BUL, mga short term lang, mga 5 years to pay. Tapos pwede mo laruin yung funds mo. Withdraw, balik, withdraw, balik. Pero naka-insured ka. Depende sa amount. Gusto mo 1 million, 2 million, okay? At least may iiwan ka sa mga iiwanan mo sa sa mundo. At least ibuburo ka nila, ililibing ka nila, naningiti sa kanilang mga mukha. Dahil marami-rami kang iniwan. Kaysa puro consumption iniwan mo. Di ba? Ang bigat ng loob nilang ililibing ka. Gagastos pa sila para sa'yo. Okay? Ang aking pananaw sa buhay, I don't want to be a burden to anyone. Okay? Ayoko maging burden kahit kanino. Yan. Okay? So, socio-economic factors. Okay? Bigla nag-isip. Gusto ko maging okay, financial coach, financial advisor para pag nag-retire ako, pwede akong kuhaning speaker. Ano yan? Tumutulo. Wait lang po. Kala ko may tumutulo sa kisame. Nagsampay yung aking kasambahay ng sa rooftop, kaya nagdi-drip dito sa may salamin ng bintana. Okay. Next. Letter C. Okay, letter C. We have your what? Letter C, we have your history of previous pregnancy. Okay? Ano ang ating kasabihan sa history? Bakit kailangan natin alamin yung mga past pregnancies ng pasyente? Kasi the problems in the past pregnancies can be repeated because history can repeat itself. Yes or no? Yes. Kung niloko ka niya, pwede ka niya ulit lokohin. Once a cheater, always a cheater, bigyan naman natin pagkakataon magbago. Pero pag inulit, wala na. Okay? Pag 2 beses ka nang niloko, wala na. Bahala ka na kung gusto mo siyang pagbigyan. Okay? Ng pagkakataon. Pero kung 2 beses inulit niya, wala na. Huwag ka nang umiyak, move on. Okay? Yes or no? Yes. Ang hirap talagang makahanap ng yung taong mamahalin ka na hindi lolokohin. Naalala ko ito ng isang kanta. Ikaw ang sagot sa mga dalangin, dininig ng langit ang aking paglalambing. Kay tagal naghintay at ngayoy dumating, di ka na mawawala sa akin. Di ba? Any question? History of previous pregnancy. Okay, number 1. Under history of previous pregnancy, number 1, we have your grand multiparity. Okay? Grand multiparity. Okay. Bakit grand multiparity? Okay? Mag-define muna tayo ng terms. Let us define terms muna tayo. Number 1, gravida. Gravida. Number 2, para or parity. Para or parity. Next, newly. primi, grand multi, at multi. Singin ko yung multi. Okay. So, what do you mean by gravida? Gravida is simply the number of pregnancies. Number of pregnancies. Nulli, 0 never been. Primi, 1 first. Multi, 2 to 4. Grand multi, 5 or more. Okay? So meron kang nulli gravida, primi gravida, multi gravida, grand multi gravida. Who is a nulli gravida? Never been pregnant. Who is a primi gravida? Present tense, a woman who is pregnant for the first time. Past tense, a woman who had one pregnancy. Who is a multigravida? A woman who had 2 to 4 pregnancies, and grand multigravida, 5 or more pregnancies. Very easy. Okay. Sino pa rito ang newly gravida? Thumbs up, mga newly gravida? Okay. Siyempre, majority. Sino rito ang primi gravida? Primi gravida. Meron nagtaas. Si BSN 4-3. Si Alexan, primi gravida. Si Tanya, primi gravida. Tatlo ang primi gravida. 4 pala yung isa. Walang pangalan yung isa. Sino rito ang multigravida? 2 to 4. Multigravida. Walang multigravida. Grand multigravida? Meron? Meron pa ba grand multigravida? Wala. Okay. Next. What do you mean by parity? Okay. Parity is number of viable. Yan. Okay. Pregnancies delivered. Regardless of outcome and number. Okay, ulitin natin. Parity is the number of viable pregnancies delivered regardless of outcome, regardless of number. Pag-usapan muna natin. What do you mean by the term viable? Viable can survive outside the uterus. Tinanong ka sa board exam, letter A, letter B. Okay, 16th week, 20th week, 24th week, 28th week. When is the start of the period of viability? Kabanatuan, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. Start of the period. 28, 20, 20. What is the answer? The answer is 20th week. Okay, 5th month. Okay, 20th week. Full term. Full term. Kailan ang full term? 37 to 42. More than 42, post term. Less than 37, 36 to 20, preterm. And less than 20, abortion. Yes or no? Yes. Less than 20, abortion. 20 to 36 weeks, pinanganak. Preterm, pinanganak ng 37 to 42. Full term, pinanganak ng more than 42. Post-term. Kaya the start of the period of viability is 20 weeks onwards. Viable. Okay? So, a number of viable pregnancies delivered regardless of outcome, regardless of number. Sample na natin. Okay. Sample na natin. This is the third pregnancy of the woman. She is 8 months pregnant. Okay. Yung G1 niya, okay, resulted to abortion at 8 weeks. Nung G2 niya, okay, she delivered twins. Twins at 38 weeks. What's the gravida and para? This is the third pregnancy of the client. She's 8 months pregnant. G1 niya, aborted, 8 weeks. G2 niya, okay, twins, okay, delivered at 38 weeks. What's the gravida? What's the gravida? Correct, 3. What's the parity? What's the parity? 1 or 2? 1 or 2 or 3? The answer, 2, 1. 1 lang. Kasi ito, viable but not yet delivered. She's still pregnant. Ito not counted. Ito counted. Ilan ang count sa twins? Ilang count sa parity pag twins? Kasi, tingnan mo to, number of viable pregnancies delivered. Hindi sinabing number of viable babies delivered. Ilang beses pinagbubuntis ang kambal? Isa. Ilang beses pinapanganak ang kambal? Isa. Okay? Kaya ilan ang bilang sa parity? Isa. Okay? Pagkambal, isa. So she is G3P1. Very good. Ulitin natin. Okay? Pagkambal, regardless of number. Okay? Kasi pregnancy naman yun eh. Ang pregnancy is delivered. Ilang beses pinagbubuntis ang kambal? Isa. Ilang beses sinisilang ang kambal? Isa. So, G3P3. Are we clear? Clear po tayo? Okay, isa pa. What is the G and P of a client if she had 2 full-term deliveries and an abortion? What is the GNP of a pregnant client if she had 2 full-term deliveries and 1 abortion? She's gravida para, what is the answer? G3P2? G3P2? What's the answer? G3P2, wrong. G4, because she's pregnant. Very good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. G4. Okay, 1, 2, 2. So G4P2. Very good. Okay. Nag-e-echo pa si Pulido. Angeli Pulido. Okay. Questions so far? None. Okay, good. Next. Tipam. Term. Preterm. Abortion. Living alive. Multiple pregnancy kambal. Term. 37 onwards. Kasama ang post-term. Preterm. 20 to 36 weeks. Abortion less than 20. Okay? So, number of term babies delivered. Number of preterm babies delivered. Number of aborted pregnancy. Number of alive babies delivered. Number of multiple pregnancies delivered. Correct? Correct. Okay, grabe na natin. Number of pregnancies. Number of viable pregnancies delivered. Oh, pregnancy, 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 pregnancy. Babies, babies, babies. Pag pregnancy, ilan ang bilang? Kung kambal, pregnancy, ilan ang bilang? 1. 1. 1. 1. Dito, 2, 2, 2. Pagkambal. Are we clear? Mag-sample tayo. Okay? Let's have an example. Basa. Mrs. O is 8 months pregnant. She left home Matt, born at 36 weeks in 2015. Kurt and Clara, born at 32 weeks in 2017. And Russell, born at 37 weeks in 2019. She had ectopic pregnancy at 10 weeks in 2021 and a stillbirth at 28 weeks in 2023. Yan, dagdagan natin. What's the G, P, T, palm of Mrs. O? Go. G6, P3, T1, T2, P2, A2, L4. Yung M. Let's count. Count tayo. Okay. What's the gravida? Gravida natin. Medyo madaling situation kasi may year. Okay, she's 8 months pregnant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Parity. Delivery beyond 20 weeks. Tingnan natin ang parity. Parity natin, counted ba ang 8 months? No, she's still pregnant. 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? Okay. 4. Ilan ang term? Ilan ang term? 37 onwards. Term natin, 37 onwards. Okay, check natin. 37, sino? Russell. Okay. 37, Russell. Isa lang. Okay. Preterm. Preterm. 20 to 36 weeks. Tingnan natin. Si Matt. Okay. Preterm. Si Matt. Sino pa? Kurt and Clara. Sino pa? Russell. Sino pa? Okay. Ay, si Russell hindi. Okay, term nga pala si Russell. At saka si Stilbert, yes or no? Yes. So si Matt, si Kurt, si Clara, at saka si Stilbert. Ilan lahat yon? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 4. Abortion. Ectopic, 1. Living. Living natin, si Matt, si Clara, si Kurt, si Russell. 4. Multiple pregnancy, 1. Do we have the same answer? So, paano siya sinusulat sa choices sa board exam? Tanong G, P, T, Palm. Ganito siya nasusulat. Gravida 6 para 4, 1, 4, 1. Ulit. 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1. Okay. 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1. Paano kung ang tanong naman ay G, T, Palm? Para siya sinusulat. Gravida 6 para space 1, 4, 1, 4, 1. Nawala yung 4. Kasi hindi tinanong yung parity. Clear? May question po? Pa-admit na lang po si Miss Bumanlag. Clear po tayo? May question po ba? Isa pa raw. What is the GPT palm of Mrs. M, 28 years old, 32 weeks pregnant, if she had 2 abortions, twins born at 32 weeks, and 2 full-term deliveries? What's your answer? D6. What's the gravida? Check natin ang gravida. She is 32 weeks pregnant. 1. 2 abortions. 1, 2, 3. Twins. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Parity. Parity. Umabot ng 20 weeks pataas. Tignan natin. Parity. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tama? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes or no? Bibilangan ba yung 32 weeks? Hindi pa. Hindi pa. Kasi she's still pregnant. Nilito ko lang kayo. Ulitin natin ang parity. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. 3. Term. Term. Ilan ang term natin? 2. Dalawa. Okay. Preterm. Ilan ang preterm? Dalawa. Yung kambal. Ito, kambal. Twins. Abortion. 2. Alive. Ilan yung alive? 4. Full term, tapos twins. 4. Tama? Okay. And then, multiple, 1. So, siya ay G6, P3, 2, 2, 2, 4, 1. Let's analyze. Mrs., pangalan mo ng pagbubuntis. Opo. Pero 3 ka lang beses nanganak. Opo. Okay. Bakit 3 beses nanganak? Okay. Ilan ba yung ano niya? Bakit 3 beses nanganak? Okay. Nanganak siya ng twins, nanganak ng 2 full term. Okay. Ilan ang kanyang term? Okay. 2. Yung 2 full term deliveries. Ilan ang preterm niya? 2. Yung kambal. Okay. Kaya 3 beses ka nanganak, 2 term at saka 2 preterm kasi kambal yon. Tama? Kaya 2 plus 1, 3. Okay? 3. Tapos, ilang abortions mo? 2. Ilang anak mo ngayon? 4. Bakit naging 4? Kasi nga may kambal. Ayun. Yung twins sa pregnancy, 1. Sa delivery, 2. Ay, sa ano siya? Sa term, preterm, 2. Okay, ito siya, oh. Tingnan mo yung definition. Yun. If twins sa pregnancy, 1. If twins sa parity, 1. If twins at full term yung twins, ilan ang bilang? 2. If twins, preterm yung twins, 2 sa preterm. If twins, aborted naman yung pregnancy, you're not just aborting the baby, you're aborting the whole pregnancy. Kahit kambal yun, 1 ang bilang sa abortion ng twins. Sa libig naman, number of babies delivered per head, 2 ang bilang. Kung multiple pregnancy and definition, 1 lang yon. Kaya binilugan ko siya. Pagkambal, lahat ng definition, pregnancy, the twins are counted as 1. Pero sa definition na babies, twins are counted as 2. Clear tayo? Clear. Okay. Good. Sir, ask ko lang po, paano pag yung isang kambal namatay, tapos yung isa na buhay nung delivery? Okay. So, ganito yon. Okay. So, ang concern niya, kambal. Okay, kambal. Yung isa namatay, yung isa buhay upon delivery. So, ganito mangyayari doon. Okay? So, grabida. Example, first pregnancy. Grabida 1. Para 1. O, example, full term ng pinanganak. Okay? Full term ng pinanganak. Okay? Term 2. Preterm 0. Abortion 0. Living 1. Multiple 1. First time magbuntis ni Mrs. nanganak siya. Okay? Since nanganak, term. Ano siya? Viable. Kaya ang bilang doon, grabida 1, para 1. Okay? Kasi pregnancy naman ang pinagbabasihan, hindi yung babies. Okay? Term natin, number of term babies delivered. Regardless of outcome, regardless of number. Okay? Kaya dalawa yon. Kung full term nung pinanganak. Okay? Preterm, 0. Abortion, 0. Living, isa lang. Kasi patay nga yung isa. Multiple pregnancy, isa. Are we clear? Yeah. Any question? Okay, balik tayo. History of previous pregnancy. Number 1, grand multipara. Grand multipara. Why is a grand multipara client at risk to get pregnant? Example, G76. Sunod-sunod ang pagbubuntis, sunod-sunod ang panganak, kumusta ang myometrium, the muscle of the uterus, kumakapal, numinipis. Pag numinipis yan, after delivery, it's having a hard time to remain contracted. So, prone siya saan? Prone siya sa postpartum uterine atony. So, pwede siya magkaroon ng uterine atony. Okay? What do you mean by uterine atony? Absence of uterine contraction. Magre-relax ang mattress niya. Pag na-relax ang mattress niya, prone siya saan? Vaginal bleeding. Prone siya sa vaginal bleeding. Number 2, abortion. Because history can repeat itself. Pwede maulit. Ano pa? Okay? Preterm, post-term. Okay? Preterm and post-term delivery. Okay? 4. Ano pa mga problema dito? Okay? Prolonged labor. Prolonged labor, kabaliktaran ng prolonged labor, precipitate. Okay? Pag sinabi nating prolonged labor and delivery exceeding more than 24 hours, precipitate, completed in less than 3 hours. Biro mo yun, no? Okay? Kaya ano na nagkakos ng prolonged labor? Hypotonic contraction o hypertonic contraction? Weak or strong? Weak, hypotonic. Kaya tumatagal. Ang precipitate naman, very strong uterine contraction. Sobrang lalakas. Okay? That can result to precipitate labor. Okay? At marami pang iba. Ito yung 4 na common. Okay? Medical factors. Medical factors. Okay, huwag kakalimutan, hypertension. Number 2, diabetes. Number 3, anemia. Okay, hypertension, SGA, diabetes, LGA, anemia. Okay, anemia. Okay, anemia is SGA. Cardiac disease. communicable diseases. Rubella, okay, can cause congenital defect on the baby. Okay. 6, mental illness. Mental illness. She may not realize that she is already pregnant. 7, ano pa kaya? Okay. Infections during pregnancy, particularly STD, HIV. Yes or no? Yes. At syempre, marami pang iba. Pero yung mga top 7 natin that can complicate the pregnancy. Okay? Are we clear? Clear. So those are your high-risk pregnancies. Okay? Questions so far? None. Okay. Punta ba tayo? Okay. After conducting history taking, syempre, OB history. OB history. Tinatanong natin ang kanyang OB history. Okay. Under the OB history, anong tanong? Number 1, menarche. Number 2, menstrual cycle, menstrual period. Yes or no? Yes. Number 3, LMP. 4, EDC. EDB. EDD. Last menstrual period, expected date of confinement, expected date of birth, expected date of delivery. Okay? Menarche, the first onset of menstruation should be happening 12 years old. During the stage of puberty, happening between 9 to 17 years old. Okay? Kadalasan ng menarche natin, ng mga babae, 12 years old, happening during the stage of puberty, happening between 9 to 17 years old. Tama? Tama. Okay. Menstrual cycle, alam na, regular, irregular. Menstrual period, 3 to 5 days, maximum 7 days. LMP, last menstrual period to compute for EDC. And also, to determine AOG, age of gestation. Tama? Tama. Okay, now, what's the formula of EDC? The formula of the EDC is Nagel's rule. LMP minus 3 months plus 7 days. LMP minus 3 months plus 7 days. Sample na natin. If the LMP started March 1 to March 5, 2025, when will be the EDC? Anong gagawin din sa computation? First day of the last period, last day of the last period. First day. Kaya count back 3 months. March 1, February 1, January 1, December 1, plus 7 days. Okay? Plus 7 days, December 8. December 8 next year, December 8 same year. Siya manganganak. Next year or same year? Siya manganganak. Same, hindi pwedeng next. Pag next year yan, paglabas niya, tumatakbo na. Uha, uha, uha. Bit-bit pa yung placenta. Okay? Nagkaintindihan tayo. Okay, very good. Pero pag ang LMP niya ay April, May, June onwards, she will deliver next year. Very good. Okay? So, OB history. Okay. Next. Important estimates of pregnancy. Important estimates of pregnancy. Okay? Important estimates of pregnancy. Number 1, tapos na tayo sa EDC. Done. 2, AOG. How can we estimate AOG? 1, McDonald's. McDonald's rule. AOG in weeks is equal to fundic height in cm times 8 divided by 7. AOG in months is equal to fundic height in cm times 2 divided by 7. Compute. The fundic height is 20 cm. Compute natin. Twenty times 8, 160. Divided by 7, 22.85 weeks. Almost 23 weeks. 20 times 2 is 40 divided by 7, 5.71 months. 5.71 divided by 4. Ay, bale, 22.85. 22.85 divided by 4 weeks in 1 month. 5.71. Pareho lang. Okay? So that is your McDonald's rule. Sa nakabase, fundic height. Okay? Next. Bartholomew's rule. Bartholomew's rule. Sa Bartholomew's rule naman, we are going to locate the fundus on the abdominal wall of the woman. The location of the fundus on the abdominal wall of the woman will tell us the approximate AOG of the client. Okay, now, sa kyphoid process, abdomen, umbilical level, symphysis pubis, umbilical level. Sa Bartholomew's rule, dalawa lang huwag mong kakalimutan. 1, at the level of the umbilicus. 2, at the level of the xiphoid process. For most pregnant women, if their fundal area is at the level of the umbilicus, the woman is approximately 5 months pregnant. Pag at the level of the xiphoid process, the woman is approximately on the early 9th month of pregnancy. Yan lang dalawa. Huwag mo kakalimutan. The rest, kayang-kaya mo na. Paano yung kayang-kaya mo na? If the fundus is located midway, nasa gitna ng umbilicus at xiphoid, how many months pregnant? Type, chat box. How many months pregnant? Nasa gitna ng umbilical level at xiphoid process. How many months pregnant? 7. Very good. Princess. Okay, 7. Slightly above umbilicus. 6. Slightly below xiphoid. 8 or late 9th month. Late 9th month. Pag midway, 3. Slightly below umbilicus, 4. Ano lang tinandaan natin? Xiphoid at saka level ng umbilicus. Gets? Anong tawag dito? Early 9th month, ang taas. Late 9th month, bababa sa 8th month. Anong tawag? Letter L. Anong tawag sa proseso? Letter L. Anong tawag? Letter L. Lightening. Very good, Kian. Victorino. Kayo na pa sagot si Kian, ha? Very good. You call that as lightening. The entrance of the baby in the pelvic inlet. Okay? Lightening happens, okay, on the late 9th month of pregnancy. Okay? Kuha po yan, ha? Kuha. Lightening. Next natin. Estimated fetal length in centimeters. What formula are we going to use? Estimated fetal length in centimeters, we're going to use Hayes' rule. Hayes' rule. Paano yung Hayes' rule? Simple. First 5 months, square the month. 6 to the 9th month of pregnancy, multiply the month by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th month. 6, 7, 8, 9th month. 1 times 1, 1 cm. 2 times 2, 4 cm. 9, 16, 25 centimeters na baby. 6 times 5. Okay, 6 times 5. Okay, 30, 35, 40, 45 centimeters. Correct? Dali lang. First 5 months, square the month. Kaya kung siya ay 2.5 months pregnant, 2.5 times 2.5. Kung siya ay 7.5 months pregnant, 7.5 times 5. Okay? Next. Estimated fetal weight in grams. Estimated fetal weight in grams. Anong rule to? Ang rule nito ay Johnson's rule. Johnson's rule. Paano naman po ang Johnson's rule? Estimated fetal weight in grams is equal to pundic height in cm minus 11 minus 12 times 155. So ang tanong, kailan ka magma-minus 11 minus 12? Minus 11 if not yet engaged. Minus 12 is if already engaged. Tanong, just to check engagement, do you need to do an IE? Kailangan mo ba mag-IE just to check engagement? The answer is no. You don't need to do an IE. Check for what? Ballotment. Okay? Check for ballotment. Okay? Kuhanin mo yung ulo, itulak mo. Nag-bounce. Minus 11. Wala nang floating, wala nang ballotment. Minus 12. Kaya halimbawa, the pundic height is 32 centimeters. Oh, sige. 32 cm positive ballotment. Paano yun siya? 32 minus 11. 21. 21 times 155. Ilan yun? 21 times 155 is equal to 3,225 grams. Tanong, kung si Mrs. manganganak na ngayon, ang pundic height niya ay 32 centimeters. 3,225 grams ang expect weight ng baby. Is the weight of the baby at present already acceptable? Yes or no? Acceptable na ba? Kung ang pundic height niya 32 weeks, pwede na ba ang timbang ng baby at this time? Yes or no? Pwede na. Kasi the normal birth weight is 2.5 to 4 kilos. O, ilang kilo to? 3.2. Okay na siya. Are we clear? Questions so far? Okay tayo? Okay. Stop muna ha. Para i-upload, i-download ko lang ulit siya. Hirap kasi kapag masyado malaki. Tsaka, ipapa-reboot ko muna ulit doon sa provider. Stop ko muna yung recording. Okay, wait lang. Gawa ulit ako ng ang tag nito, Zoom. Schedule. OB Kabanatuan. OB Cab. Day 2, Part 2. Same. So, ito po yung ating pang alas 12. 12 noon. Meeting ID 878 1018 1869, tapos passcode 7847434. Okay, see you at 12 noon.